Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for quarter 3 of 2024. This is for July through September. You have this cow spirit. It says, the miracles are endless. There you go. You have this nightingale. It says, love is all around. So there could be a miracle coming into your life, or there could be endless miracles coming in for you. I do feel that, as we get closer to the end of the year, Pluto going into your sign, definitely I feel that Pluto in your sign, it could be more positive rather than negative. So we'll have to see what comes up in the next quarter when we do those readings. But so far, it looks pretty good to me. I feel like a lot of you could be changing your love story just in general. So if you're into that sort of thing, if you want love, then, it looks to me like you're either creating more balance or maybe your fortunes are changing in love with the Wheel of Fortune showing up here. That nightingale spirit also kind of represents being able to accomplish more than you think possible. It says there's like more energy inside of you than you realize, but of course you're going to have to use it. But the nightingale, I have another deck, this deck actually right here, the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle. And in this deck, the nightingale is like this tiny little bird, and it's sitting on this big ass egg. And it says that, in that deck, it kind of says that you are capable of accomplishing a lot more than you think. Of course, you're going to have to put the work in, but if you do, you will accomplish a lot more than you think. You have the Justice card, the Three of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Justice, I do feel like some of you could be kind of getting karma or, justice for a past heartbreak with the Three of Swords. And the Justice card just says things are balancing out. It looks to me like you could be kind of getting the truth. Ace of Swords down to the Seven of Swords. And, I feel like this truth could be a truth that sets you free, right? And kind of lets you move towards it like a new connection, or lets you kind of finally release a past connection so you can heal yourself. Even the Three of Swords can represent forgiveness. Those swords are in your own heart, and the whole point of the Three of Swords is to remove those swords from your heart by forgiving a past situation and letting it go. We have a Mercury retrograde coming up this quarter in August, and I feel that, it could be a great time to just release things from the past. Now, this does not mean you have to forgive a person directly. It just means that you're forgiving them in your heart, and you are letting it go. So you could really be letting something go with the Three of Swords. So I feel like you could be letting go some sort of challenge or difficulty or something that you've been through with this energy. And again, I feel like this will be really, really good for you with the Three of Swords. And just in general, I feel like you could be focusing on healing with the Three of Swords as well. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune can represent a change in your fortunes. You have that card that says the miracles are endless. So there could be a very positive change in your fortunes coming in for you here. It looks to me like you could be turning around. We go up to the Five of Cups. The whole point of the Five of Cups is that he has to turn around, see these two cups, and then he gets the bridge and the castle. So he needs to be grateful for what he does have, and then he gets something better. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is the card of gratitude. So I feel that practicing gratitude and surrounding yourself with nice things would be a really good idea for you at this time. Let's see. With the Justice card, you have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is a card of fulfillment and wish fulfillment. This would kind of represent fulfilling yourself on your own. And once we become fulfilled on our own, that's when we can attract things like love or abundance in our lives. You have these two nines, and the two nines are very, they are kind of like cards of independence. The Nine of Cups is about being in the energy of what you want in life. The Nine of Pentacles is about your environment, and we will talk about that more in a minute, but, basically, I think that if you mix the two things together in this reading, that's where your miracles will come from, is they will come from, mixing together, bathing in the energy of what you want, basically being the thing that you want to be. And the Nine of Pentacles, making sure that you're surrounding yourself with positive things so that you can lift yourself up and be more in this energy. And that's what I would focus on there. But definitely could be a wish as well. With the Three of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups. I do feel there could be a new love. For those of you that want love, we have the Lovers, the Six of Cups. Definitely could be a new connection. Could be a fire sign. You have the King of Wands here. Could be any sign, but, fire definitely stands out to me. So Ace of Cups would be a love offer, one that makes you overflow. You also have two aces right here. Two aces is a definite yes to any question that I haven't answered. And two aces would also represent kind of like a more positive new beginning. So if you are attracting someone new, this would look, this is definitely something that's more positive The Ace of Swords would say this is like a victory or a big win as well. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Five of Swords. Yeah, again, I would be careful of a past person. Wheel of Fortune is one of the few cards in the tarot that I personally consider an X coming back card. And, the Wheel of Fortune basically says, do not repeat a cycle with a person. With the Five of Swords, definitely says, there is no need to repeat a cycle. Not only that, but in your next row for what's coming in for you, you have this Here and Now card, and you also have this Never-Ending Story card. So, for what's coming in for you, Never-Ending Story, I would definitely be careful of any past people that are coming back at this time because, it could just be repeating the cycle. Not only that, but you also have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare. It is like having a nightmare, waking up, and being stuck in a nightmare. So I would just be present. The Here and Now card is saying that maybe you just need to sit with your feelings, right? Sometimes I think when, even if you're saying that you wouldn't go back to the past, it's like sometimes that person pops up and you start talking to them and things happen, right? And so I feel like this card is saying just sit with the energy that you are in right now. It's like sometimes I think that's the best thing we can do after a breakup or a separation or whatever is just sit in that uncomfortable energy and just realize that it's going to be uncomfortable and that you're still alive and you will make it through on the other side, right? You will get through it. You're not dead. It's not going to kill you for the most part. And, what I would say here is that, I feel like it's kind of like saying, sit in that energy of whatever you're feeling and don't immediately look for that person to come back and like comfort you or anything like that. Again, it's like sometimes I think we're in that energy. We want to leave. We want to get out of the pain. So we just let the person back or whatever. We start talking to them because we don't want to be in that pain any longer. But I feel like this is saying if you could just be a little bit patient, right, then things are going to change. I think things are changing for you very quickly. You have the Six of Cups. And then we go down on the Four of Pentacles to the Lovers. So I feel like there could be a new soulmate that's trying to make their way towards you. For some of you, this person might already be in your life. Definitely could be a fire sign as well. And, I feel like the Six of Cups is also saying protect your energy. These people these two children are inside these castle walls, and they're being protected by this guy over here. So I feel it's definitely saying protect your vibe, make sure that you're staying positive and, avoiding things that could ruin your vibe. You have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a victory or a big success coming in for you. And I do feel like there could be a big win or a big success coming in for you after a difficult period of time. And that's what I would definitely focus on here. This could also be some sort of truth. But again, I would be careful with the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare. Nine of Swords, I always say we have a choice. We can be the bug or the windshield. There's a person right here hitting another person with a sword in that carving that's on the bed. And it kind of says you can be the person getting hit or you can be doing the hitting, right? And don't hit anyone. But, it basically says you can end a situation and get up out of this bed and move forward, or you can get hit. And I would take control here. The Ace of Swords, I feel, is saying that you need to take control of your life and make sure that you are the immovable force, that you are the windshield. With the Six of Cups, you have the High Priestess. Definitely time to trust your intuition. I feel like your intuition is guiding you at this time as well towards bigger and better things. I even think that, with the Five of Cups, that when you kind of think about something from the past, I also feel there's a little bit of a thread that's pulling you towards the future, these two cups behind you. So even in those moments where you could be sad about like a loss or a past situation, I feel like another part of you gets pulled towards something new that could be coming in for you. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Magician. The Magician is about creating your reality, and it's also about changing who you are. And so I feel for a lot of you, you could be undergoing some pretty big changes. He has this snake wrapped around his waist. It's the Ouroboros, and it just represents reinvention. So I feel a lot of you could be kind of like reinventing yourselves right now, or you could be getting into this place where you're about to reinvent yourself. With the Nine of Swords, you have the King of Swords. It's like you've learned everything you can from a situation is what this is saying. The King of Swords, it could be you showing up here, Aquarius, but it says that you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. You've learned a lot from the situations that you've been involved in, and now it's like you've learned everything you can, like from a person, and this doesn't even have to be a person. Again, this could be like a toxic job or a toxic business or something else, and I feel the King of Swords is saying you have more than enough knowledge and wisdom to move forward towards something, bigger and better. It's like there are miracles clearly that are waiting for you with that miracles that are endless card. But it's like whatever this past thing is not a miracle, right? Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this blue heron card. It says diplomacy, peacemaking, positive omens. I would pay attention to the signs, symbols, synchronicities that are leading to positive direction. You have a centaur. It says untamed nature, marksmanship, and master teacher. So the King of Swords is a master teacher, and I feel you've learned a lot from life just in general. And I also feel with that, the centaur that says marksmanship on it, I feel like the direction that you are aiming in life is going to be very important for you at this time, Aquarius. So I would make sure that you are aiming towards what you want and, away from what you don't want. I also feel that there could be, the opportunity for a big change in work or business for you. And I kind of feel this is saying, there's that book, Ready, Fire, Aim. But I feel like this is saying, ready, aim, fire. I feel it's saying that you could be developing a solid plan for how to move forward in work or business to improve your finances, Nine of Pentacles. And this is just saying, come up with a solid plan on what you're going to do. You have the Five of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. The Five of Cups can represent regrets or sadness. Again, what I would say here is to focus on what you do have, because then you get the bridge and the castle. Five of Cups has very easy solutions. I almost feel like this is a past person, though. Now that I'm here at this card, it's like I almost feel like this is not you. I kind of feel that, excuse me, that the past person is the person that has regrets. I feel like they, and you have that Centaur card. I feel like you're aiming at something. I don't know why this is important, but it's popping into my head. It's almost like you are doing the things that they never thought you would do or something, It's almost like maybe you told this person you had certain dreams or goals and they never thought you would do it, and it's like now you're actually doing those things. I don't know. I don't know why people do this, but I think this person's a liar. It's almost like this person is just projecting their BS on you. It's almost like if you dealt with a liar from in the past, it's like they just assume everybody's a liar, so because they're a liar, and that's the problem here. So I kind of feel that with this card. You have the Seven of Swords, which would be a liar, cheater, stealer. So again, I feel like this person, it's like, I don't know, I'm wondering if this person really showed you their true colors, or I'm wondering if, you kind of always had a feeling about this person, if this is a person, and then something happened that showed you that your suspicions were correct, or that you were right to feel weird about this person. And so I get that feeling. I feel like this person has regrets now, but it's only because they're a liar and they think everybody's a liar. But it's really just because they're a liar. So again, I would be careful of any past people. Again, I feel like this person cannot let you go. Four of Pentacles. So I would make sure that you're not allowing this person back into your life or anything like that. I actually kind of feel the Four of Pentacles could be saying that you are more focused on your finances right now anyway and improving your finances. With the Five of Cups, you have the Four of Swords. Yeah, resting, relaxing, recovering. Also a card of blessings. There's a person blessing another person in this stained glass window. I kind of feel like you are getting some blessings. Are things perfect here? Absolutely not. But are things potentially getting better? Yes. But I think you need to kind of choose to make things, to make things better. Focus on the miracles. And these might be little miracles. They might not be, big, huge things. They might just be little tiny things. But with that blue heron card that said, what did it say? It said positive omens on it. So I feel like you're getting a lot of positive signs, symbols, synchronicities, and these little positive signs that you're getting are leading you towards miracles. Of course, it's going to be work. Nothing just magically happens in your life, but, I would pay attention to the good stuff. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this person definitely feels left out in the cold. I feel like this is the person right here. And I feel like they made you feel left out in the cold as well. Even, I feel like you always felt lonely when you were with this person as well. So, again, take that for how it resonates. But, I feel like you're moving past it. You're moving towards something new. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Page of Swords. Yeah, I mean, you might not even know that this person still has their eye on you. So this person could be spying from the bushes. They could be watching you online or something like that. I also feel that the Page of Swords is kind of encouraging you to be curious. I feel like it's encouraging you to explore new opportunities, new situations in life. I feel like it's encouraging you to have new adventures, have new experiences, and to get away from this energy. I'm kind of wondering if this person, if this was a person, did a number on you and kind of like pulled you away from your nature. We have the Centaur card that says nature on it. You have the Nine of Pentacles as well. The Nine of Pentacles, without getting too far ahead, is like your nature, who you are, your environment. We'll talk about that in a minute. And, sometimes I think a person can pull us away from our nature, and then we have to get back to our nature. You have this in the area of the good stuff. This juggling card says, prepare to be busy juggling many roles. Try to maintain balance between your work and your personal life. Yes. You have the science card that says, keep an open mind. There's something unfolding for you. Yeah, it's like the first 3 rows of this reading are a little bit of a mess. And so I feel that you need to keep putting in the work, keep moving forward, keep being grateful for what you do have, and keep trying new things, right? And I feel this card says that there's something unfolding for you. And so I feel like you need to realize that, things will not always be this way, especially if you're in a challenging energy. You have the King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Lovers. The King of Wands, I feel, could be a person that you're attracting into your life. Definitely could be a fire sign. Could be someone who's very bold, assertive, someone who has foresight, someone who's maybe an entrepreneur, or, maybe they're just hardworking. But I definitely feel this could be a person. I also feel that you could be embracing this forward movement, this action taker type energy in your life. And so any new ideas you have, or any ideas you have to do this, right here, the Nine of Pentacles, would be a good idea. The Nine of Pentacles is about your environment. There's this snail right here, and snails wear their homes on their backs, so it kind of represents changing your environment or upgrading your environment. And your environment is basically anything around you, including the people, the places, and the things. And so if there are things that bring you down, I would obviously get rid of those things. If there are things that lift you up, including people, places, or things that lift you up, I would do more of those things. She curates her environment. She really makes sure that, that she only allows good stuff into her environment, and she gets rid of the bad stuff as well. And that's what I would do here with the Nine of Pentacles. She also is very focused, and we talked about how you need to aim at something to accomplish. And she has this falcon right here. So the falcon represents the fact that she is training her focus. She's training her focus to focus on what she wants and not on what she doesn't want. So I would make sure you're focusing on the right stuff here with the Nine of Pentacles. You also have the Lovers. I definitely feel that there could be a new, much better connection coming in for you, for those of you that want a new connection. Again, I think that you shouldn't even focus on love, right? I think that the secret here is the 2 nines. I think that it's actually, even though the first 3 rows are a little bit messy, I feel like the secret to your success over this quarter will be those 2 nines. Being in the energy of exactly what you want, and Nine of Pentacles curating your environment, right? And not even worrying about love. I feel like if you focus on yourself, 2 nines, independent, right? If you focus on your own energy, making yourself your own best version of yourself, and focus on making yourself happy, everything else will fall into place. Again, I feel like the second you start focusing on other things, basically other people or whatever, that's where the problems could come up. With the King of Wands, you have the King of Cups. Could be a water sign as well. Could be any sign, general reading. But what I would say here is that I feel, King of Cups is very emotionally stable, and it could just be a person who is emotionally stable. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant. Yeah, there are clearly miracles and blessings coming in for you. He's making this symbol with his hands right here, and that symbol represents blessings. So I feel there are clearly miracles or blessings that will be coming in for you at this time, if you do the 2 nines. With the Lovers, you have the Emperor here. Yes, could be an Aries coming in for you. Could be a person who has a lot of Aries in their chart or something as well. Definitely could be attracting an Emperor. I also feel that a lot of you are just becoming action takers, like I already said, with the King of Wands. The Emperor is very similar. He kind of represents taking action. You have this affair card. This is a positive affair. This is not like lying or cheating or anything like that. This is just a positive, new connection. So definitely new love. And again, why is the first 3 rows all about old love? I don't know. It could be that this person is just in your energy. It could be that you're still thinking about this person. You're going to have to take it how it resonates. But I feel like there's definitely a new connection coming in for you. You have this eccentricity card. You're an Aquarius. You are eccentric. So I would be embracing new eccentric ideas for work and business. That's where the most success will come from. Definitely with Pluto and Aquarius as well. You have this concentration card. Pick something to aim at and concentrate on it and make it happen and come up with a plan. Your plan doesn't even need to be that complicated. It's like whatever you're trying to do outside of love, whatever you're working on, I feel like you just need to have a solid plan, and that's probably what will lead to the most success. You have this resistance card. I feel like you need to push through resistance. One of my favorite books of all time, The War of Art, he talks about how we feel the most resistance when we are the closest to our goal. And I feel that's what you need to push through here. And that's probably where the miracles will come from, the other side of that. You have this inspiration card. Yeah, I would follow your inspirations as well. I believe personally that we are in a time where the universe is trying to inspire us to take action on our goals, wishes, dreams. It's not necessarily going to be easy. We're going to have to push through this right here, resistance, to accomplish what we want. But if you push through it, you will accomplish what you want. So I would keep on pushing. But this looks really, really good here, Aquarius. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your quarter.